Aloha, I'm Kellie Nakahara, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Long's Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Long's Drugs for all your shopping needs. The Career Expo is back again. Are you looking for a new gig? Our second Career Expo of 2023 will be held on Wednesday, April 12th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Neil Blaisdell Exhibition Hall. State of Hawaii will be there along with many other companies including Navy Region Hawaii, Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard, Hawaiian Airlines, Aulani, a Disney Resort and Spa, the Bus, Oahu Transit Services, and many more. To register online, go to hawaiicareerexpo.com. Admission is free and we hope to see you there. The two Native Hawaiian men who were sentenced to prison for a hate crime involving the beating of a white man have agreed to pay more than $25,000 in restitution. Last month, a judge sentenced Kaulana Alo Kahanohi to 6.5 years in prison and Levi Aki Jr. to 4 years and 2 months in prison. A jury found that they were motivated by Christopher Krenzelman's race when they punched, kicked, and used a shovel to beat him in 2014 on Maui. Both men and prosecutors have agreed on $25,413.91 in restitution, which will be paid jointly by Aki and Alo Kahanohi in installments once they leave prison. The amount includes nearly $11,000 in medical costs, $846 for an iPhone, and $78 for the roofing shovel used in the attack. Aki and Alo Kahanohi are appealing the case. They claim it was Krenzelman's disrespectful attitude and not race that provoked the incident. The hunt for acceptable candidates to fill out Governor Josh Green's cabinet continues. Green told the Star-Advertiser today that he plans to pick 2 new nominees to lead the State Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism, and Office of Planning and Sustainable Development. Chris Sadayasu, who was tapped to head the Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism, and Scott Glenn, who was to lead the Office of Planning, failed to win Senate confirmation. Senate rules prohibit Green from replacing them this session, and the governor said they won't be filling in temporarily because he wants to avoid conflicts. Green plans to name substitutes next month after the legislative session ends on May 5th. 3 of Green's cabinet nominees failed to gain approval after a series of bruising confirmation hearings. In addition to Sadayasu and Glenn, the Senate rejected Ikaika Anderson as leader of the State Department of Hawaiian Homelands. Hawaii's coronavirus case numbers are on the rise. The Hawaii Department of Health today reported 6 new coronavirus-related deaths and 1,047 new infections over the past week. That figure includes reinfections. According to the reported totals, Hawaii's COVID-19 death toll has reached 1,864, and health officials have recorded a total of 383,880 cases since the start of the pandemic. The health department noted an 89.7% jump in the rate of COVID hospitalizations over the past week, with 75 patients reported today. The state 7-day average of new cases was at 151, up from 122 a day reported on March 29th. The average positivity rate increased to 10.2% from 8.9% last week. There were 10.7 cases per 100,000 people. By island, there were 851 new cases reported on Oahu, 85 on Hawaii Island, 52 on Kauai, 46 on Maui, and 10 on Molokai. 3 infections were reported outside the state. A 49-year-old woman has died after being struck by a vehicle in Kahului. It was the second pedestrian death on Maui roads in 2 days. According to preliminary police investigation, the woman was walking in the middle of Pu'unene Avenue near Hololea Street at 11:30 Tuesday night when she was struck by a blue 2021 Ford Bronco. The woman was pronounced dead at the scene. The 49-year-old Kahului man who was driving the Ford was uninjured. Meanwhile, a 54-year-old man has been charged for allegedly shooting a 36-year-old man over the weekend in Puna. Gregory Martin Glazier of Mountain View faces assault, terroristic threatening, and firearms charges related to an altercation in the Hawaiian Acres subdivision on Saturday. Police said the shooting occurred during a fight involving 5 to 6 people. The man who sustained gunshot wounds was taken to Hilo Medical Center where he was treated and released. Families whose drinking water was contaminated by the Red Hill fuel spill will not have to pay federal taxes on emergency assistance they received from the military. The Internal Revenue Service announced the decision today. The military paid out funds to about 1,700 civilian families who were on the Navy's drinking water system following the jet fuel spill in November 2021. The money was meant to cover expenses like temporary lodging, meals, and personal property damage. A few months ago, the IRS sparked outrage when it sent out income tax forms to the families stating that they owed taxes on the relocation assistance. In March, Hawaii's congressional delegation stepped in and asked the IRS to exempt the payments. U.S. Senator Brian Schatz said he also met with senior officials from the Department of Defense, the IRS, and the Treasury Department to discuss the matter. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
I was able to earn my master's degree in 6 months at WGU. The competency-based learning made all the difference in the world because I was able to apply what I already know and move through those courses faster.